Coming up today on Houston Life, meet the moms behind the local business that's giving back by helping pediatric cancer patients find peace and strength through yoga therapy.
Plus, a taste of the popular restaurant concept from South Africa and Zambia will take you to the Woodlands where you can try it for yourself.
And if you've been craving some good live Texas country, we have music singer-songwriter Roger Krieger chats about his return to the local stage at the 2021 Fort Bend County Fair.
Plus, as we continue celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, Lauren Kelly is getting a lesson in salsa dancing. All that and more happening today on Houston Life.
Live from Studio B and KPRC 2. Houston Life starts now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Houston Life on this Monday, September 20th, 2021. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Courtney Savala. We hope you had a fabulous weekend. It's great to see you back home.
It's good to be back. I took a couple days off last Thursday and Friday. Thank you for all your messages. No, I didn't leave the show. I just took a little bit of time off. Glad to be back. You know, I was really excited to come to work on Monday. We love our coworkers. It's great seeing everybody. But we did sneak away to Denver last Thursday. I think we have some video we can show. And Denver, I used to live just north of Denver in Greeley, which is about an hour north of the city. It happened to be Oktoberfest. We got out and checked it out. And of course, we had to get up the canyon where the leaves have already started changing.
Yeah.
Took a little hike with our friends Allison and Casey. Check out this water in this lake.
Gorge.
I think it was probably about 40 degrees. We stayed in only for a moment. It was painful. It was
40
hurting.
degrees.
40
wow.
degrees. But the reason we went to Denver is because of our friend Christine Noel. You all know her as an anchor here at KPRC2. And the celebrations continue day after day, night after night. She is such a kind, lovely person. Because of COVID, they had to postpone the wedding. This was actually the third date and venue they had chosen. So it was great to see her finally be able to walk down the aisle. And you know, Tara's the type of person, or Christine Noel, that's her middle name, she has never said anything negative about someone that I've heard. She's just a good person, and she knows how to party too. And her husband Jesse, Jesse's Grill, was the appropriate theme of the evening. So
well, it's great. I'm glad they were able to have their big night, their wedding, after canceling and date after date. That's lovely.
It was good, but you know what? Are you a crier at weddings?
I haven't been to a wedding in a long time. I don't think so. Maybe. I cry at Dial soap commercials, so probably. I'm going to say yes.
Well, seeing Jesse's face and just seeing his family there, I mean, I'm the type of guy who I think I can kind of hold it together most of the time, but just looking at Jesse, I felt myself tearing up, and then I thought, you know what, Brandon and I could never get married because I don't think I would be able to speak.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And I will say, when we were getting married, Orlando wanted to write our own vows, and I was like, oh no, I won't be able to get through it. I couldn't do it.
So what did you say for your vows?
Well, it was repeat after me. That's what we said. What everybody else says. So almost 20 years seems like it worked.
It totally worked. Well,
but here's the thing, if you're about to cry, maybe you're emceeing or you're at an event like a wedding or something, squeeze your butt cheeks. Totally takes it away. Pro tip. It happens. It's true. It works.
I don't think that works.
It works.
I don't think that works.
It works.
Anyway, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fun. One of these weekends where we didn't have any baseball, no activities, that kind of thing, as far as like kind of, you know, moving everybody around. But we hit the Friday Night Lights, though. I will tell you this. This is a glimpse into the future for me. It was middle school night at St. Thomas High School on Memorial, and
how fun!
They all got to run. Well, there was an unfortunate incident there with some child.
But look, they got
him right up. And here comes AJ in the blue shorts. He's running right over there. But Connor was in the midst of all of this, and they had so much fun. I will say St. Thomas blew out the game. I think it was 46-0. But it was such a great experience. And literally, I was having so much fun, and then I almost like you, started crying because I thought, I have an 8th grader. Oh my gosh. It was so much fun, though. It was really great to meet all the families and just learn about the school. And, you know, just we're still looking at options for him, but it was such a cool experience to be there.
And what
really
did the
great
boys
campus.
say about getting out there on the field? I mean, what a rush.
They loved it. And at first, you know, the 8th graders were a little like, well, I mean, they weren't asking a lot of questions. Of course, AJ, we're running through that, right? I mean, he was all in. The 8th graders were a little bit more timid, you know, not quite sure if they should get in line. So they were kind of off to the side, you know, and then they figured out, oh, everybody's lining up. We're going to run through the tunnel. AJ did tell me when he got back, that was so much fun, Mom, but that tunnel stinks. Called it a time. It's an inflatable thing, but yeah, I was like, well, sweaty bodies in there, you know, like there's a lot happening. But it was really fun, and it was so cool to see that. And I haven't been to a high school football game. I don't know when the last time I went to one of those. So it was quite fun. It was a beautiful evening, too. So
good. Well, I'm glad you had a great weekend.
Yeah, it was super fun.
And it's great to see the weather forecast this week. That cold front is coming, right?
You know what I'm doing?
Okay. The hot chocolate, maybe.
Shining off the Uggs.
Okay.
You got to bring them out. Anytime we dip below 70, you never know when we're going to have another chance.
Must have a type of Uggs I've never seen before. Hey, did you watch the Emmys last night? The primetime Emmys? Okay, give it up for Jean Smart and Kate Winslet.
So excited.
Those were the two who I really, really wanted to see win. If you haven't seen Mayor of Easttown on HBO,
see it.
I'm usually the latest one to the party, the last one to the game. Our whole team watched it.
Fantastic.
One of my favorite shows out there. And Kate Winslet, you see it in her in a way you've never seen her before on screen.
It was wonderful. And it's one of those, every episode I felt like, oh, I know who did it. No, never mind. Now I know who did it. It was one of these, you just couldn't figure it out. It was
like a murder mystery.
It was so well done, thriller, and the best supporting actress, the woman that plays her best friend, won as well.
Fantastic.
I know. It was so great. Ted Lasso as another one. I haven't seen that series. Have you?
You know, we just started it, and it's really fun. It won one of the first 2 awards of the evening. It's fantastic. The Crown won several awards. The recap, you're looking at our web computer now. That's clicktohouston.com if you want to see the highs and the lows of the evening. Another big winner, so Jean Smart, we mentioned her for Hacks. If you haven't seen Hacks, it's about her career. She's a stand-up comedian with a show in Vegas, and they're sort of threatening her that her show will either be canceled or reduced.
Yeah, kind of saying like you're has-been.
Right. A hack, right? Also known as a hack. So watch the series if you haven't seen it. And I feel like so many people can relate to her story, because how many times in life has someone else counted you out?
Oh,
right?
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter your age, race, gender, where you are in life. I think we can all relate to feeling kind of less than. And so watch the series. It's feel good. And her husband died during that show.
And she spent the beginning of her speech, acceptance speech, thanking him and taking a moment to remember him, which was really emotional and just so beautiful. And, you know, we love her from Designing Women, and I love the fact that she is sort of having this resurgence of a career later in life, which I think is fantastic. And here she is accepting another Emmy. So it was just wonderful. And Hacks, by the way, picked up for another season. So can't wait to see that. It's definitely like a comedy noir, if you will. Like, it's a little dark, but definitely check it out.
Well, I've got to go back and sort of watch some of the clips from last night because we were traveling in from Denver late. I missed a lot, including something that happened this morning on the Today Show. Everybody's talking about it. I have not seen the clip yet.
Okay, well, let's just run it. We've got a clip.
Okay.
Oh, there's almost naked runner.
Yeah.
I just had something brand new from Hoda Kotb.
There he goes.
A new podcast.
Where are your clothes?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What is happening? Oh my gosh, Hoda.
Can y'all believe that this literally was probably one of the first times that a streaker hit the Today Show?
I mean, you're right. I'm surprised that nobody has done it before. Also, if he was trying to get their attention, he certainly did.
Well, and the quote is almost naked. Not quite, but we still blur. We weren't quite sure, but they had to cut to a commercial break. And I will say this: Orlando's in New York.
Is the said runner yet to be identified?
Just
where were you this morning?
He's not answering.
Was that the 7 o'clock hour of the Today Show? Oh man, he's not answering.
Very strange.
Wow, I am surprised that never happened before.
Right?
Remember when we did our show in the mall and we had all of these concerns?
Do I remember? Who can
Well, perhaps for our new viewers, Houston Life didn't always live in Studio B. Once we were in a former tooth whitening center in the mall. Literally, we had dental chairs in the green
totally
room.
forgot.
They cleared out the dental chairs and like put a sofa and was like, look, it's a TV studio. But we had strange stuff happen in the mall. And we've said this before on the show. I think it's worth repeating. Do not take your stroller on the escalator.
Don't do it.
There are reasons for those signs. The number of times we saw escalators go tumbling down and children get very, very hurt. Not a good time.
Not a good time. Super scary. And there was also another time when we were doing some segment with food and a guy walks up to us like it was samples while we were on the air, like he wanted one of the samples.
And luckily, the recipe had popped up on part of the screen, so viewers at home may not have seen or heard you say, "Get off!"
Well, it was
like
a lower. It was a lower
Mama
voice.
Bared all of us.
I did. It was a lower mom church voice. It was one of those, like, get away, like that.
No,
So-
it all worked out. It all worked out. But I'm surprised we never had a streaker come through our show.
Oh, great.
I'm surprised.
Jason, don't get any ideas.
I mean, back in the day when like anyone could walk by. Again, circling back to the Today Show.
Yes.
They are there right at Rockefeller Center. I mean, there's a street that goes by. So they may have barricades where the audience can stand, but there are other people just riding or running naked to work.
I want to know that guy's story. Why would he
Something
do
tells me we'll know more tomorrow.
Something tells me.
Something tells me.
Almost naked.
Okay.
Anyway, the
to
clip
start
has
the day.
gone viral, by the way. Quite funny. I think their reactions, though, the three of them, priceless. Quite honestly. Still waiting for Orlando to call me back. Still to come, from sports teams to traffic troubles, the hilarious advice locals are giving to out-of-towners new to Houston.
Oh, very curious to hear about that. Plus, Lauren Kelly is getting a preview of what's being called the biggest live salsa and dance show in Texas. Lauren, so we can see the show this weekend at Miller Outdoor Theater.
You got it, guys. One of our favorite places in town for free shows, Salsa y Salud, is coming to town. I'm going to get a little bit of a lesson on how to salsa dance, especially for Hispanic Heritage Month. That is when Houston Life returns. You don't want to miss this because it's not going to be good.
What you know about me? Just what the people say.
Okay, this is so interesting. We were just talking about this right at the break, is what Houston newbies need to know about living here. This is a Click to Houston. We put together an article to help those who are basically new to town. It's compiled what locals say is basically essential knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay? Things that we know that, like, you need to live here a little bit longer. This one's key. Number one, I'm just coming out of the gates in case you need to know this. Nobody wears cowboy boots unless there's a fair in town.
Well, some people do.
I know. I'm saying, like, people also think that
general.
we're riding horses to work.
It's funny because I think people who have never spent time in Houston, unless you've, landed at the airport, driven down a freeway, stayed at a hotel, and you really didn't see the city, there is this weird idea that we all ride horses to work and wear cowboy boots.
And that
I love horses and cowboy boots.
I
Just
do
putting
too.
that out there. But most Houstonians I know don't even own a pair of cowboy boots.
And they all think that we have a ranch,
Oh.
which, I would love a good ranch. I would. But not everybody has a ranch, okay? So that's just it. Do not say anything bad about the Astros. Never, ever.
Oh, no.
Don't you dare drive slow in the fast lane. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But
It's
that's
not
just
good.
sort of like general knowledge, right? That the far left lane is the faster lane. In Houston, though, it doesn't matter what lane you drive in. There's always some surprise guest coming up behind you at 100 miles per hour.
Right? Yeah. I had the shoulder driver, too.
Oh,
Had another one of
yeah.
those last week.
Really?
You know what those are? Everybody else is stopped in traffic, and we got the shoulder driver, because, they probably have to donate a kidney or something. But
That karma catches up to people.
also, this one, it takes 2 hours to travel from Houston to
Houston.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. I just got a glimpse of myself. And here's the thing, ladies. If you're new to Houston, don't let go of those Velcro rollers. I used mine today, and it gives you major volume during humidity because that's what's happening here.
Rollers for your hair.
Yeah, don't let those go. Velcro rollers are always in. The other thing that I think, too, here's my advice. The state color is orange for construction, and our state bird, the homage to the mosquito. However, starting Thursday, really to like May, you'll thank us because it's just beautiful. You don't have to worry about all the crazy weather.
Yeah, well, here is, again, our web computer if you want to read some of these quotes. They are really, really funny. One viewer writes in, expect to gain at least 10 pounds if you're moving to Houston. The cuisine here is incredible. I would agree with that.
Yes.
It's also, if you come from a dry climate, I mean, if you come from Utah or Colorado, or, you know, even in the Northeast, they think they have humidity up there.
No.
There is nothing quite like the humidity in Houston. And just brace yourselves because it's coming every single year.
Every year, it's coming.
I actually kind of like it now.
Well, we're acclimated to it, right?
It feels like a nice hug.
Yes,
almost.
always. It's
Just
like a snuggie.
sticky, wet snuggie. You ever put on a hot, wet snuggie? That's like living in Houston during the summer. But we love it, right? I know.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Love humidity.
Well, thank you, Courtney. Thank you for that.
Now.
And thanks to our viewers who weighed in with your advice. Why don't we bring in Joe Sam, who has today's question of the day. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys. Yeah, so you know I've been living here about a year, so I still need a pair of cowboy boots. And, of course, I still need to try and realize that Houston is so spread out. But, of course, you guys, we want to hear from you, and we want to ask you this here. This is our question of the day. You know you're from Houston when fill in the blank. And, of course, a lot of people are filling in the blanks already. Melissa writes in, when you measure how long it takes to get from place to place in minutes, not miles.
Yes.
That's true there. Of course, our next one's coming in from Corey, writes in, when you get excited about a cold front, Courtney, that's you, that will bring our temperatures down to 88. That's the best that we can do.
Listen, we celebrate.
You have to. And Julie writes in, Houston strong in all areas of this great city. Thoughts and prayers this morning for the families of the fallen officer and injured officer. Hashtag thin blue line strong and hashtag Houston strong.
That is so true.
Absolutely. We love those comments that are coming in right now. We want you guys to head over to the Houston Life Facebook page and join that conversation. We'll share more of your comments a little later on in the show. Of course, we got to ask you too. So what do you think about this discussion that we're having?
Well, I love the traffic one. I mean, the state color orange for all the construction, because I feel like when one project ends, that same one begins.
I mean, but to focus on some of the good things too, I do think, I always describe to my friends who haven't spent time here, I think Houston is one of the best kept secrets in America. Because no matter what you're looking for, if you want to throw on some cowboy boots and go out and have barbecue, you have that. If you want to put on a tuxedo and go to the Museum of Fine Arts and sip some champagne and look at a Van Gogh, you can do that too. So I think whatever you're looking for, you just have to, you know, be willing to go out of your own little neighborhood.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's also a very small town for as big as we are.
Everybody still knows everybody.
Yeah. You know, you're not a stranger in Houston, which I think is really cool.
I love it. Now I'm going to have to take both of you guys. Y'all can get me a pair of cowboy boots.
We need to make that happen.
What's your favorite thing so far? You've been here a year now. What stands out?
Absolutely love the different areas. Every single area has a different personality to it. So we know Midtown has this different vibe, Montrose area, Galleria area. So you get a different feel of the city whenever you move around a little bit. Of course, it's a little far to drive to each one of those places. But, of course, we got to go ahead and make sure we shout out the Woodlands, too, because it's found something special there that I can't wait to go back to.
Oh, I know.
Everybody's going to know about that a little later on.
Yeah, that sounds great, Joe.
Sounds good. We'll see you then.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, when we come back, how yoga is helping some young cancer patients battle their disease.
Houston Life. We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back. You know, when you think of a yoga class, you're probably thinking it's a great workout. It is, and you're not wrong. This next story, though, yoga is a form of therapy and a release for kids to take a break from a diagnosis that's scary. September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm introducing you to two moms who are helping young patients find some inner peace and strength.
And start by bringing your arms overhead. Just take a deep breath in.
This is a private yoga class for these two young girls. They are learning to move their bodies and to find their breath, a calming exercise that these girls desperately need.
Self-care is very important, especially when you are sick. So you should always be trying to make yourself better, feel better.
And come back to center. Forward fold one more time.
It's been 5 months that I got diagnosed, and it's been a challenge, but I've learned that to keep going and to never give up.
And then we're going to reach over to the right.
Emma DeAtley is 16 years old and has cancer.
I got diagnosed with LCH originally. I took chemotherapy for a year. I had brain surgery, and During the brain surgery, they found out it was not LCH. They don't know what it is anymore. I'm currently undiagnosed.
And Kyla Mendoza is 14. She's battling leukemia.
It's been 5 months that I got diagnosed, and it's been a challenge, but I've learned that to keep going and to never give up.
Reach high, deep breath in.
Providing yoga classes in a studio, a home, even a hospital room was the vision of Jolly, a mindful movement brand started by 2 yoga instructors.
I was diagnosed with stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma when I was 19 years old. I took a seat back from college, moved home, had 6 months of chemotherapy. When I returned to college, I had such an admiration for the staff that took care of me and became an oncology nurse.
Reach your foot backwards.
I've worked with both kids and adults and really saw the research of how yoga can impact cancer patients' quality of life.
And I think teaching different breathing exercises or learning how to use your own breath to calm yourself down or relieve stress is a huge factor, especially for children.
And it's caught on with various hospitals here in Houston and around the country.
So Texas Children's is one of our partners. We also partner with Colorado Children, St. Jude.
The young patients have seen a positive impact.
I always kind of had an interest in it. I think it's really meditative. I like spiritual things. And it's kind of low energy, which is good for me because I don't have a lot of energy.
Gets my mind out of medication and it gets me motivated.
COVID, of course, changed how they ran the program. Classes turned virtual, and their brand expanded to be able to have yoga time at home.
We were at home with our children and both trying to work out and seeing our children jump in and trying to participate. And we thought, how can we bring yoga into the home?
And their brand Jolly was born.
We offer accessories, so that includes exercise mats and carrying straps, which you can also use for stretching, and our Happy Kid Kit, which is everything in a kit to help launch a child's mindfulness practice.
So right now it's a set of pose cards with very detailed instructions, breath cards and how they work with the poses, a poster.
And beautifully designed yoga mats. When you purchase one, Jolly donates one to a pediatric patient who's receiving some form of yoga therapy.
We knew we wanted to do something that gave back to people, and I think we landed on something that's really close to both of our hearts.
I want to say a special thank you to Sunshine Kids and also the Periwinkle Foundation. This is exactly what they have. So this is actually my mat that I have at home, this pink one, but they have all different types and styles that's actually designed by a local artist, hand painted, and then they have the screen for it. And then this is the Jolly, the box, and this is the craft that comes in it. So it's a little soothing if you need just kind of a breather or relax. And if you don't know yoga, these cards, the poster, everything can teach you about the classes at home.
It is such a cool program, and we've talked a lot about cancer and specifically pediatric cancer here on the show. People often forget that when a young person gets a diagnosis like this, their life kind of stops. They're not going to school, they're not seeing their friend if they have compromised immune systems. So what I love about this is it not only keeps their bodies active, but it keeps their minds active
And
as
that's
well.
what you heard from those 2 young girls, right? I mean, it allowed them to take their mind off of it, which is really incredible. By the way, as we mentioned, this is a one-to-one program for their yoga mats. And listen to this, over the last 5 months since they expanded their brand, Jolly has donated 145 mats and provided yoga to 200 students. And remember, this is a one-to-one program. So you buy a mat and they donate one to a pediatric cancer patient who's receiving some form of yoga therapy. So 2 moms making a huge difference in our backyard. One went through her own cancer struggle at 19 and just wanted to pay it forward, which I think is really fantastic.
I love it. So great.
Yeah. Head over to HoustonLife.tv for more information. We'll have a link to their website as well.
Okay, very nice. We're going to shift gears now, send things on over to Joe Sam, who's highlighting a new dining experience we can all have up in the Woodlands. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys. Yeah, really excited about this. Coming up, you want to go ahead and pack your bags because we're heading to South Africa. I'm taking you inside the new restaurant that's bringing culture and diverse flavors to the Woodlands. And, of course, we're going to be getting a check of what's coming up for the news at 4. Houston Life is back in 2 minutes.
Well, welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek back with you on this Monday, just at 3:30.
Yeah, 3:30 on the dot. So earlier in today's show, we asked you, our lovely viewers, you know when you are from Houston, when, and you guys fill in the blank. Let's get to your comments now. Pamela writes in, when you are fixing to do things.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fixing to do things. I heard that growing up, too.
Oh, you did?
I did a little
not.
bit in Utah, but I think it's definitely a Texan thing.
Sherry writes in, you call access roads feeder roads.
Yeah.
You explain to family that you live in the north, your children don't have snow days, they have hurricane days.
Yes. Well, and so access roads, feeder roads, I always called them frontage roads growing up.
Frontage roads.
Yeah.
Feeder
Carla
roads
writes
now.
in, on the way home you see a mattress, a toilet, and an engine on the freeway. You know what? I saw a few mattresses last night on my way home.
I will say that one was real good, Andrea. I like that one.
True.
Philip writes in, when you're arguing over who has the best taco trucks on the east side, that is some serious Houston conversations.
Well, there's some good competition there, too. I can't choose one favorite. I love them all. All right, well, keep those comments coming. Lisa writes in, you have a hurricane, severe heat, and a cold front all within 2 weeks. I mean, I think that's kind of what we've been experiencing over the past 2 weeks ourselves.
Right, and you know, Orlando has that T-shirt from, is it Diversity Tees?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's an hour-by-hour forecast that it's like 90, you know, what the weather looks like. Frank's standing by, so he's going to think this is real cute. But, you know, it's like 7 a.m., 90, and then there's like storming, and then it's, you know, the cold front comes in, then it's rain. I mean, it's like everything we wanted in one day.
There are days when I walk into the building, right, blue skies, not a cloud in the sky, lovely, and by the time I leave work, I can't get to my car without getting soaked because I didn't even think to bring my umbrella inside.
Aaron, our producer, and I have the same story, 2 different houses, 2 different parts of town. It was raining in the front, not raining in the back. I don't know.
It happens here in Texas.
I know. All right, well, let's check in. Keith, Sophia, and Frank are standing by for what they are working on for the top of the hour.
Yep.
Let's just stick with it. Wait 5 minutes, right? If we don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Hey, the weather here, it's the way to weed out the week. Do you really want to be here or not?
You are so right, Keith. We take no prisoners.
Oh, speaking of which, it was a beautiful weekend, Frank.
Yes.
Today was steamy.
And tomorrow's going to be steamy before this front gets here.
Tomorrow's going to be steamy.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
But then it all changes. Your life is going to change dramatically by tomorrow night.
All right.
This will
My
blow
hair's
away
gonna
all of the
flatten
Houston
down.
tumbleweeds,
Okay.
too. You know? People always say, where are the tumbleweeds? I'm in Houston, Texas.
With the horses.
Yeah. I was listening to Courtney's earlier about all that. All right, here's the front. High pressure behind it. It's actually in Amarillo. Look at this. Temperatures 60s behind this, hundreds ahead of it. Let's go close in. Amarillo's at 84. Lubbock is at 99, 101. San Angelo, Dallas is at 100. Austin, 97. San Antonio, 99. So we have the heat and the humidity here. But I tell you what, that southwest flow ahead of the front is going to steam us up again tomorrow. So we're going to have another hot day tomorrow before things change. Look at the radar futurecast, and you can see at the front, it's going to continue to spark up once it gets south of Dallas. So we could see some pretty good showers or thunderstorms tomorrow. This is 3 o'clock, and then it looks like it'll make its way into the city right around 7. I'll go close up coming up at 4, but you get the general idea here that this will be off the coast by 11 o'clock tomorrow night, and that's when certainly things will begin to change, but not yet. 94 at Bush, 95 at Hobby and Sugarland, 90 in Galveston right now. If you're going to take that dog walking, 94, 93, 92 at 6, and still 90 at 7 o'clock. I don't often show the full 10 days on Houston Life, but I wanted you to see this because these numbers tumble to the 60s and then the 50s, 58 for lows Thursday, Friday morning, 60 and 62 for the weekend, with highs right there around 80, 82, 84, 86. No complaints.
Cannot wait for that.
Not at all.
Thank you. All right, well, here's a look at some of the other stories that we are covering this afternoon. We've just received a photo of the Houston police officer killed in the line of duty this morning. The department tweeting out a picture of 54-year-old William Bill Jeffrey. A second officer, Sergeant Michael Vance, was wounded and is in the hospital right now. Both were shot while executing a warrant in Northeast Harris County, and we've got live team coverage, including more details on the officers and the suspect, and of course the investigation.
An update to the story making headlines all across the country. The disappearance of Gabby Petito. Remains believed to be those of the Florida woman were found in Wyoming this weekend. Her fiance also nowhere to be found. FBI agents and police swarming his parents' home today.
And some important news regarding the Pfizer COVID vaccine in children between the ages of 5 and 11, what the drug maker is saying about its efficacy in children and what happens next.
Well, lots of news coming up at 4 o'clock on this Monday.
Yeah, busy day. We'll see you at 4 o'clock.
Thanks, guys. Okay, so we typically talk about all the trending topics and different things that are happening, you know, across the country. There was a big one that happened over the weekend. I think it was yesterday.
Okay.
A couple days ago when we were at the Astros game, Travis Scott posted a picture that he was there. And of course, both boys, we got to find him. No, we're not going to find him, but whatever. So, well, yesterday, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner and their daughter Stormy were at the Houston Zoo.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so, I mean, Houston Zoo, we love it. It's a great place. But the reality star, you know, reality star and makeup mogul Kylie Jenner and rapper Travis Scott, who's from Houston, took their 3-year-old daughter Stormy to the zoo. And other visitors, though, at the zoo were inconvenienced by their visit because some of the attractions, like the carousel, were closed due to a VIP guest.
Oh, so they closed it down so they could ride the carousel alone. Well, can you imagine, though, going to a public place like the zoo, one of my favorite spots in the city, but if you're super famous, you probably wouldn't be able to even do anything. You probably couldn't even get through the crowd. So I think it's okay to close down the carousel for a minute.
You think it's okay?
I think it's okay. I mean, if you can't live your life like a normal person, I don't know, go feed the giraffes while they ride the carousel and then
switch out.
And then switch out. I don't know. I think it's great.
I feel bad for the people that, you know, you're just in line and then you're next in line, because that would happen to me. I'm about, you know, you're there with a kid who's ready to go, and they're like, sorry, we're closed. Well, then what, you know?
I'm Courtney Zavala from Houston Life. I'm sorry, there's an actual celebrity.
Yeah, a real celebrity. But no, what I'm saying is, you know, for people that maybe are on a schedule, this is the last stop, and now we got to go take a nap, and we got to leave, and it's just, it's inconvenience.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I see all sides.
Of course you do.
Okay. Houston Life will be right back. We'll
You're
take
so
a quick
nice.
break. Well, you know, they got to live the life and go to the zoo as well, right? Celebrity. Welcome back. Mozambique is a popular restaurant with 24 locations in South Africa and Zambia. And now, get this, they have opened their first location in the U.S. It happens to be in the Woodlands.
Well, Joe Sam met up with the Johannesburg native who cooked up the concept with hopes of offering guests a transportative dining experience. Sounds real good, Joe.
Yeah, it sounds good, and the food there tastes even better, Courtney and Derek. Mozambique is a popular vacation destination for many South Africans, and now you won't have to leave the state of Texas to experience it all. Instead of booking a plane ticket, I drove down just a little over an hour to the Woodlands, where I got a taste of Afro-Puerto culture, a clash of African and Portuguese flavors now being represented in one unique setting. From portraits of the great Nelson Mandela to intricate and detailed designs painted on every wall, Mozambique tells the story of a culture built on creating memories.
South Africa is about life. It's about being unified. It's about colors, bright, being excited, being fun.
The owner and executive chef are looking to make this an experience that focuses more on bringing people together, no matter your background or walk of life.
This is all about the community as well as bringing that comfort food into Houston that is South African food. We are beyond the most diverse city, I would say, in the nation, and South Africa is the exact same. It's a completely diverse in beauty, uniqueness, but unity, like Ryan was saying. Everybody comes together, and that's what we're going to be doing here.
And how they plan on doing that is simple, by offering up a cuisine planted in the roots of South African tradition.
So many different cuisines and cultures are already represented, like going from the Great Karoo to Cape Town to Johannesburg, where Ryan's from. Like, all of these different places are going to be represented, as well as those different cultures such as Indian, British, Dutch. I mean, there's even some French influences in there.
Bringing another element of diversity from South Africa that was unseen here before, Ryan was able to turn his vision into a tasty reality.
I want them to really walk away that they've actually felt like they've actually escaped. They've actually gone to South Africa, that they've actually been there. And, you know, that's the whole take I want people to feel, you know, that, you know, there's a little piece of South Africa in everyone.
Speaking
of tasty, they aren't skipping on the flavor, incorporating spices and herbs within every dish that will transport you right into the heart of Africa.
But when I try our food, the warmness of it, it just really brings me back home,
You know
which
what
is
the
crazy.
enjoyable part of it is, like when you walk around and you actually seeing the customers enjoying it.
Yeah.
And you're walking there and you're like, you know, it feels good.
Yeah.
And after you finish that last bite, there's only one action left that's important to the family of Mozambique.
It's really creating those memories with the flavor as well as with the culture that we provide here. This is what it's like in South Africa. Oh wow, look at this beauty, this unity of food and culture and diversity that's in one, from a place that's really very similar to Houston as well as the U.S.
Very, very tasty food there. And Mozambique also plans on opening its second U.S. location in the Galleria area very soon. Now, for more information, just head over to our website, HoustonLife.tv. Y'all, this was so good. I could not believe what I was tasting there. You have some dishes already up here. You have your prawns blend. This is right over here on this side. And you have your combo, the prawns and sirloin. Derek, you're looking at that right now with the Brussels sprouts. And then right over there is their Cornish hen, which is amazing. I absolutely love all of the dishes that they have there. It's called their peri peri. And what I really like is this menu. Take a look at that, you guys. It's like an actual travel guide. So when you open it up, it shows all these different little stories and all these great pictures. I love how they displayed everything here. They really brought the concept straight to life. Look at that. I mean,
It is really, their menu is so extensive, and I don't know how they just picked 3 of these dishes to bring, but it's so colorful and beautiful. And what a great way to introduce us to the culture and to the food.
Right.
I've been eating the Brussels sprouts.
Delicious.
And they're good. And Brussels sprouts are hard to do.
Do them right? Because a lot of people, they mess them up, but this place, they know exactly what they're doing.
Have a little sweetness to them.
I like it.
Can't wait to go check it out.
Delicious.
Yeah, and you have to walk inside there. When you walk inside there, the colors and the people, the music, it really just incorporates all of that culture and tradition. I loved every bit of it. So I know the Woodlands is a little bit out of the way for some people, but you have to drive there and experience it. I would do it.
Okay, sounds good. So it's Afro-Porto fusion. It's Portuguese, African,
all just mashed in together, and that's where you get all of those different flavors with the dishes, because it's just the spices from each different culture bringing it all in. It's kind of like the gumbo, you know, you just put everything in and it works together in harmony, and that's what I love about these dishes.
Well, it's a great introduction. We appreciate it, Joe.
And welcome to the Woodlands.
Yeah.
Mozambique. Houston Life will be right back. Well, welcome back to Houston Life. So glad to have you with us. The time is 3:48 p.m. Why don't we get to more of our viewer comments?
This is a good one on our Facebook page. So earlier we asked you, you know you're from Houston when? And Deanna writes in, when you can pronounce Kirkendall.
There you go. I know. How do they get Kirkendall from that spelling?
I don't know.
I never know.
Very confused.
Andrea writes in, you have to go to the restroom before you leave to go anywhere because it will take you at least 30 minutes or longer. That is so true.
Plan ahead.
And if there's an accident on the freeway, you might be waiting even longer than that.
When you hear chopped and screw music.
Kat, you're going to have to explain that a little bit more. So similar
to rap, but not.
So perhaps we've heard chopped and screw music and we just were not aware of what it is?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, interesting. Well, there's so many things to know. One thing that I really love is we love getting your messages on social media and interacting with our viewers. And when we feature a story on the show and viewers write in and say, hey, I've lived in Houston my entire life and I didn't know this place existed or I didn't know this event existed. We love that. And oftentimes the stories that we get for our show, they come directly from our viewers.
I know. And those are always some like real aha moments too, when we can find some gems like that. I think it's awesome.
Okay, well, everyone's talking about the weather. I know last night when we got back in town, we thought, you know, it's not so hot, but it is still very humid, still very sticky.
But our evenings are lovely. Frank, we're counting down to that cold front.
Yeah, we're ready for it. And look at this little jewel.
Stop it.
Oh my gosh. Who is that? Who sent that in? What's
so cute.
Get out your best scarf. Ready? It's really going to be refreshing. You know, usually these things fall apart. It's sort of that first front fizzles, I always say. But this one's not going to. This one's going to make it in, that's for sure. I do have a few showers right here in Chambers County, parts of southeastern Harris County, just with the sea breeze that have been sparking up a little bit. So if you're in that part of town, I think 10% chance you may see a little something. But generally, a lot of blue sky. 95 right now with a south wind at 8. Humidity humidity's up. The dew point's up a little bit. And I want Courtney's opinion on the Galvez Hotel. I love it. You know, they painted it from so it was sort of all this color, this sort of just taupe color, and then it's all this coral. I think it's just fantastic. 90 degrees, south winds at 14, dew point 77 down there. So it's definitely sticky. Look at Katy, 97, Brenham, College Station, all at 97, El Campo's 96, Sugar Land's 95. So it's warm, it's a little sticky down there, 54, 47, 50% of the humidity, and the winds are out of the southeast. But all that's going to be changing as this front comes through. You can barely see any evidence of it. In fact, that I think is ahead of it. I don't think it's quite through Oklahoma just yet. It's just coming through the panhandle. But you can see the winds are shifting here, and we're going to continue to see that. So there's the FUTURECAST, and you can see these showers continue to play up, especially as we get into tomorrow afternoon. This is 3 o'clock. That's the front from San Antonio to Lufkin. It's going to continue to move right through our area right around 7 o'clock. Could see a few big storms out of this that come. Whenever you get that cooler air meeting that warmer air, there's going to be the chance that you end up with 1 or 2 severe storms. So I'm not going to rule that out. This is off the coast by 11 o'clock, and all of that nice dry air starts to filter in. So we'll enjoy that. FUTURECAST temperatures, this is 7 o'clock on Tuesday morning, 74, 75, 76. So that's tomorrow. And then we get up to 97, 98. It's at least possible it could be that warm. We've already seen 95, 96 today. I think we'd certainly get very close to that tomorrow before the front gets through here. But once it does, look at 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning, low in mid-60s, and then as we go into Wednesday afternoon, temperatures in the low 80s. As we head into Thursday morning, I've got numbers at 57, 58, 59, and then it looks like a little bit of rainfall is certainly a possibility as we go, get that front through here. So ½ inch of rain is what I'm looking for, but we may see a big storm or two. In the meantime, fall arrives on Wednesday. It will feel like fall. It's going to be just wonderful. The Texans game and all the tailgating, 80 and 58, 80s and 50s and 60s continue right on in to the weekend. Back to you. What do you think about that hotel, Courtney?
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't know what you're saying because all I'm stuck on is a 58. That's all I hear. 58 on Thursday. I'm wearing the scarves, the boot. I'm wearing it all. Yep. I can't wait.
Go for it.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. All right, Franks. Thanks for the good news. We love that. After the break on Houston Life, a look at what is coming up on tomorrow's show.
And as we head to break, let's check in with Kevin Frazier for a look at what's coming up on entertainment tonight. Hey, Kevin.
Courtney and Derek, make sure you tune into ET tonight for our massive Emmy breakdown. We're on the red carpet and backstage with all the winners, plus the couples, the snubs, and the wild, wild fashion. That's all tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. But don't move because Houston Life will be right back.
Tomorrow on Houston Life, actress, mom, author, and entrepreneur Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's going to share a peek inside of her life on and off screen. I love her.
Yeah, it looks like she has not aged a day. Plus, we'll take a tour of Texas's first and largest hemp processing and extraction company. We'll learn more about their local partnerships with Chris Shepherd and Eighth Wonder Brewery, as well as the statewide legalization of hemp. Very interesting. This is something I don't know much about, so I guess we'll all learn a little bit more about it on tomorrow's show.
We have had so much fun of our question of the day, so let's take a look one more time what you had to say. Earlier on Facebook, we asked you, you know you're from Houston when, I'm with you, Rick, when the mosquitoes carry you away.
Oh,
into the sunset.
Paige writes in, when you have to explain that you live off of the outer loop.
Oh, yes, Paige.
Okay.
Marsha writes in, nothing to do with question, cute shoes, Courtney. Oh, well, thank you, Marsha. That is so cute. Thank you.
Nice. We are going to get a shot of your shoes in just a bit.
We're going to get a shot.
You know what? I just have to say, no one, well, rarely people comment on my shoes, but I'm glad you can get some shoe love. Those are beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice rainbows. Hey, you got your dancing shoes on. We should point out, too, Lauren Kelly was getting a little dance lesson earlier today. Her shot kept going down, but have no fear. She's still out at Miller Outdoor Theater, and we're going to bring you her little dance lesson later on this week, ahead of the big festival that's happening this weekend.
I know. Okay, so we were all talking about the Emmys, of course, you know, after last night's big event, and this is always sort of a fashion look too, you know,
people tune in
what.
just to see what people are going to wear.
Well, yeah, is it ultra glam, you know, who's going to be the shocker? I have to say, this one was the shocker for me.
Okay, who
Emma
is it?
Corrin, she played Diana in The Crown.
Oh.
This is her ensemble.
Wow.
It's a look.
It is. It's.
I thought she was like in character for The Handmaid's Tale.
You know what? I think she looks fantastic. The claws on her hands. So those are fingernails?
I guess.
Or like,
I couldn't get past the bonnet. I don't know. It was just.
But look, I mean, people are talking
She's
about
gorgeous.
it.
Yes.
She is. Yeah, she's
and she
beautiful.
played Diana beautifully.
And this is kind of a. I mean, her outfit is sort of a nod to her costume in *Handmaid's Tale*. Correct?
No. It's a. She played Diana in The Crown.
Wasn't she also in *Handmaid's Tale*?
No, different actress. Different actress. Yeah, they look the same. That's why I thought it was. I was confused
because of the bonnet.
I know it's very confusing. But I do. Gillian Anderson, who played Margaret Thatcher in The Crown, she won. She looked fabulous. However, when I saw her photograph on the red carpet, the outfit didn't translate. Television, she looked lovely.
Wow. Okay. Well, I got to go back and see all the outfits. But in the meantime, I think that does it for Houston Life today, Courtney.
That's going to do it for us. Marcia, thank you so much for your sweet comment. And thanks, y'all, so much for joining the conversation on our Facebook page. We're going to send it over to Keith and Sophia now for the news at 4. Hey, guys.